Alright, what's up everybody? We are on Season 2, Episode 16 of Vinland Saga, which is called Great Purpose. I feel like that title actually perfectly describes last episode already. You know what I mean? That was all about Thorfinn laying out his actual plan, not just for himself, also for Einar, of course, and being reminded actually about Vinland, of course, right? Which he had heard all those stories about, and then finally it came sort of back into the picture for him. He realized that like he wants to go there and basically create his ultimate utopia there, as in some way unrealistic as his goal might have seemed partially, right? Like Einar even said that, oh, so it's just going to remain a dream still. It's a nice one to have, of course. But I feel like Thorfinn did have he worded some of it very nicely, I think, where he said like, I want to build more houses than I've destroyed. I want to free more people from slavery than the amount of people whose freedom I've actually taken away, you know, and those are very realistic goals, obviously, that he can have in mind. Although even there, well, yeah, I don't know, realistic, how many people has he actually killed? Quite a lot, I think, right? So we don't even really know a number. I don't know if he does. Still, again, it's about, yeah, trying to spread the word, trying to, I guess also, well, I guess he also views it as like, if I can, change the minds of real Norse, you know, like Vikings, Norse soldiers or whatever, then that's also progress, right? Like changing other people will get them to not kill, for example, right? And that technically counts towards my own count that I want to have of freeing more people, building more houses, all that stuff. So I feel like in that way he just realizes that like he can have a great effect on a lot of people. And that's only gonna, like, it's just gonna have a network effect, right? Like, it's just gonna, his actions can actually change the actions of a bunch more people around him, and that will ultimately create even more prosperity and, you know, taking away violence, most importantly of all, right? That's what he's ultimately trying to achieve. But yeah, that's basically what his purpose is, right? And so this episode being called Great Purpose, I'm very curious to see where we go from here. Obviously, I am waiting at the moment now for Leif to actually get back into the picture, Kettle as well, but also Canute simultaneously. We know that the farm attack is probably going to happen by the end of this season, and we're starting, well, we're basically arriving at the last third of the season, so yeah, it's going to happen sooner rather than later, I would imagine, and I really wonder what the outcome of that is going to be and how Thorfinn is presumably going to try and influence that whole situation already. So I can't wait where we go from here, man. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's still Gardar, which has to be quickly mentioned. That's what the first half of the last episode focused on. He actually managed to escape along with Arnheid, who I'm still not really sure if she went along with him willingly or if he took her by force. It's just kind of a mysterious, unknown situation. I'm still trying to figure out where he will ultimately come into play in the bigger picture of things. But yeah, I think with that being said, I've laid everything out on the table, and that's basically where we're currently at. So without further ado, we're going to get into the episode at hand. But of course, guys, if you enjoy my reactions to Vinland Saga and you're watching these on YouTube, you can already watch the next 4 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, we are watching the episodes as they air, so go and catch up on the next 4 episodes straight away and check out my reaction to the latest episode. Yeah, right there. With that being said, let's dive into episode 16 of Season 2 of Vinland Saga. Einar? Okay. Where are you gonna try looking for all night then? Oh, he already found her, don't you worry. She came to him. Yeah, that's literally become his purpose. That's what I told you about. Like, it seems to sort of be his new role now. That's not her, is it? What? Is she hiding him? Did Gardar just escape and leave her behind? Is she at least gonna be honest about what happened then? Okay. Hmm. She feels kind of guilty about what happened, but yeah, she had no choice. Clearly it's weighing on her though. I would think he would have literally forced her to come with him though. So I'm surprised that that didn't happen. And the guys here are not trusting of them, yeah. Dude, they literally must be thinking that it's all one major conspiracy and the three of them are like trying to hide God. Oh. Dude. Oh, wait, that's Virkel. Is Virkel in on it? He is here. Ah, yeah, that makes so much sense, because I started thinking about the story that he shared with her, and, you know. Wow, Virkel is going against Snake. Yeah, so they're not exactly wrong in their assumptions. Somebody said waiting out the storm was probably going to be pointless. Man. He did show a lot of remorse. Wow, man, I'm surprised she actually, like, had this reaction to him. Yeah, so he's still in trouble, right? I mean, yeah, he did get injured. That's even what Snake had highlighted in the last episode. So he couldn't have just gotten out, obviously. Wow, that's a very interesting question. Oh, dude, that music. I was about to say, like, no matter what she chooses, he's gonna help, obviously. That too. Yeah. But it's an important decision. How would Kettle react when he finds out about this, man? Then she would have fled with his child. Yeah. Wow, I already touched on hope, but like you saw the hope in her eyes. Right there. I'm sorry to say it, Snake, but you already said it yourself. You're surrounded by idiots. Who? The soldiers? Or is he talking about Thorfinn or an Arnite? Dude, Circle is looking more and more rough though as time passes. Is it just me? It's like he's making this his final mission. Revenge is a bad mission. Yeah, the one thing we never saw him willing to do. He'd rather just lay in bed when it comes to that. Damn. It's not like he's even gonna be happy with that offering. Exactly. Hopefully he'll eventually realize that it's a better purpose for him. Nah, that's not gonna be good. Is it Einar? Are they trying to play them? Einar is just... Oh, dude. Einar is just serving as a distraction for them to actually carry the real Godar away. Which makes a lot of sense, because Einar literally looks like Godar. That's why I already confused him with him. Yep, yep. They would take Godar alive, I'm gonna imagine, right? They're not gonna try and harm him, so Einar won't be in that much trouble, hopefully. Because this is quite a risky thing to do. This could end them in a lot of trouble. Also, how is he gonna explain away a situation when they do realize that it's Einar? Then they'll know that he was just, like, serving as a distraction, I would imagine. Really? I love it, man. Wow, dude, this is a great shot. Holy shit. Man, this is like the female Titan expedition. Unconscious? Yeah. He's gonna realize already before they get to him. It shouldn't take that long to catch up with him though, even if he runs fast, you're on horse. Oh shit, he's going back though. I think he realized it already. Snake is smart, you can say what you want about him. Man. Thorfinn, you're still taking your sweet ass time, dude. Yeah, this is about to be bad. Snake is already showing up, I think. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Just so you wouldn't hear the sound of it? Didn't see it coming? Oh, Thorfinn, what are you gonna do, dude? You can't use any violence, though. I can only imagine that the only person who can make Snake see the light now is Thorfinn. Ain't nothing Thorfinn is gonna do by himself. Subdue him. Okay. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's fantastic. This is not what you said you would do, though. Yeah, dude, that's everything I've been talking about how violence can still serve a purpose, of course. But clearly, that's not how Thorfinn wanted to be thinking anymore. I love how it's still bringing Askeladd back every now and then in some way, you know? He was such an influence. Not always in good ways, of course, but you get what I'm saying. Like, Thorfinn never forgot about that. What's he... Whoa! How'd he do that? Svirkle just spectating as he's crawling to the door. Man, it's just like those duels that he had with Askeladd. I'm guessing he's about to turn this into a different kind of duel, though. What the hell am I looking at? He's turning into a ninja? Oh! Oh, he's still taking on his dagger stance though, yeah. What for? Oh, dude. What's that mean? Man, that was such a great episode, but still leaves me so confused at the same time, right? I really actually was caught very off guard by Thorfinn sort of going back into combat stance already as soon as he saw Snake there and wanted to protect God, alright? It's like, as much as Thorfinn himself has been talking about this pacifist, true warrior plan that he has for himself, or like, you know, I'm swearing off violence entirely, he snapped right back into it again, though. You know, of course, he hasn't actually made any moves yet. He's not actually gone back to that, that true, well, he literally hasn't struck yet. Let's just put it like that, right? So that's good, and I'm gonna assume that he won't actually do it in the end, but who knows? Still, he forgot about it entirely, it seems, from like immediately, you know, and that's actually what caught me off guard. I guess it was just more like a reflex, and it's something that, yeah, having lived the life that he has for so long, he still can't quite get over it entirely. You know, it takes a whole... this will take time for him to truly get used to that yeah, you know, to that kind of mindset, I guess, right? And to never think in those kinds of solutions anymore. And it was great to then see Askeladd, of course, return and immediately tap him on the shoulder with his fist, and basically laying it out to him, right? Like, this is what you're about to do. But hey, I guess it makes sense, right? Like, this guy is asking for it. You know, you're going to be able to protect someone else by doing what you're thinking about doing right now. Askeladd was sort of giving him the go-ahead, but of course, I guess Thorfinn realizes that too, that, well, I shouldn't really be wanting to side with Askeladd here, though. I guess. I don't know, because in that one episode I'm thinking about now, was it 9? You know, the one where he climbed back up from the cave? That's where Askeladd did sort of seem to want to actually help him get to where he wants to be. So it's interesting then now to see Askeladd sort of give him the option that he shouldn't be taking, I guess. But maybe it's just he's just doing it to remind him, right? Like, I just really don't know how to interpret that. Just like I don't know how to interpret Thorfinn standing there with his dagger stance again. Like, what's he about to do then, right? I have no idea, honestly. I'm as you can tell, I'm having a really, really hard time trying to figure out exactly what's about to be happening here now. Yeah, other than that, I mean, the first half of the episode was basically just us coming to the conclusion of like, oh shit, Garter is still here. Arnai did help actually protect him, just like Sverkel did, which was interesting, but good to see. Of course, Sverkel, we've only come to know him as somebody with his heart in the right place. And it made a lot of sense, you know, after thinking back to the conversation he was already having with Arnai and stuff. Suddenly it all clicked with me, like, oh, of course he did. You know, he gave the go-ahead, and he's yeah, he's actually willing to help them out here now too. Snake is still going to be the interesting situation, because Snake, you know, the interesting case, because Snake was never really willing to listen to Sverkel and his advice and stuff, and always treated Sverkel a little wrong, you know, so I don't know if Snake can ever come around from that. I feel like he is going to be the kind of character that will be able to redeem himself by the end. Like, I do want to like Snake, you know what I mean? I don't think there's really too much about him that gives me the impression like he is irredeemable, or like he can't, you know, learn himself as well, right? But there's just not a lot that's happened yet in this season where I feel like, oh, that's given him reason to want to change. Maybe this experience will be shaping him in a different way. Who knows? But for now, guys, I think that I've said everything that I could say about this episode. So where do we go from here is the big question. You know, yeah, I'm just very eager to find out. So for now, guys, I hope you all enjoyed my reaction and review to episode 16 of Season 2 of Vinland Saga. If you did and you're watching this on YouTube, you can, of course, watch the next 4 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, linked on top of the description. Over there, we'll already be on episode 20, and we are watching the episodes as they air, so go and check it out. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place. And then with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.